This is a podcast to be murdered by.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Worst intro ever.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
You're listening to Highly Inappropriate.
I don't think she's going to be expecting something big, do you?
What, like anal?
Whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Highly Inappropriate.
All right, so let me get this straight. So I'm going to pay for a blowjob and I got to pay for a goddamn hotel room too? Well, that just seems like I'm spending too much money for nothing. I got a house. You can just get your ass over here and I can just do the blowjob here.
Highly Inappropriate.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
They can kiss my fat vagina, because I'm bringing the motherfucking pain.
Bam, 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 bam. Well, 3 weeks ago, we did a whole show, damn near a whole show about this surprise Eminem album that never came.
Yes, it never came.
Then the next episode, we did a whole episode about how disappointed we are that it never came. Then like that.
Sounds like your sex life.
Yeah, I don't have any problem coming anymore. The weed helps, but
Yeah, I was laying in bed at midnight.
and I'm so disappointed I fell asleep. So go ahead.
But I woke up in the middle of the night to use the restroom, and obviously you roll over, and my phone was going off, and I looked, and it was that album had dropped.
Immediately pull your dick out.
Boner instantly, and couldn't go back to sleep. I fucking played it.
Did you wax one
at
off?
midnight.
You played it.
No, I didn't whack one off.
Okay, funny story. But so when he dropped Kamikaze, surprisingly, the day before, I had just kind of got my final written warning at Key Bank, and was kind of like, hey, because I had my 1 foot out the door at this place. So I was ready to find a new job. So I was like not the stand-up employee by this time in my life. So I just got written up for the final time the day before Kamikaze, or the day Kamikaze comes out, the day before. So midnight, that album drops. I'm like, I have to be at work tomorrow on time. That album drops at midnight. I'm like, fuck it. I'm staying up and listening to this motherfucker. So hour and a half later, I go to bed at like 1:30, wake up at 6:30, show up to work maybe 15 minutes late. Didn't give a single fuck. Ended up quitting about 2 weeks later. So it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, I'm glad it's here.
I think it's crazy that I'm 37 years old and still getting hyped for a new Eminem album. And remember, my sophomore year in high school, stealing people's lunch money to go buy the Marshall Mathers LP and do the same thing.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit.
So pretty much 20 years of this.
Learn young life lessons that way.
So welcome. We are in my mother's dining room right now. Let's give it up.
Great.
Next
Yeah.
shift. So Mike couldn't make it. I think he's got severe ass itching, I think, something like that.
Severe diarrhea.
Severe diarrhea, maybe some penile cancer. We don't know yet. So we had two choices. It's a -2 windshield right now. So your garage was a no-go.
Yeah, the garage would have been super cold.
So we kind of pulled some strings here, and tell me about some of the items we got here on the table.
Yeah, I'm noticing some panties around my mic stand.
Yep.
So I was kind of wondering, did you go into your U box and pull those out?
I left the guy that I murdered. His teeth are not on the table, but yeah.
Oh, I thought they were in that cup. In the
No.
coffee cup.
The funny side twist is it's actually Dunk Man's panties.
Yeah.
Dunk Ma'am.
I watched
Dunk Ma'am.
I watched the blood stain out where the asshole was.
Is this the Mario mask that you used to send Snapchats to us banging chicks in? It is, right?
Yeah, it is.
I've never felt so close to you before, Matthew.
Oh, you're talking about legend. There's nothing better than being on Snapchat, railing somebody from behind. You're wearing a Mario mask. And one I sent, I don't know if I ever sent to you, but there was one where I was actually playing the Mario theme song on my phone.
And then send it to, that's just a life, dude.
It's just the fact that I actually talked the girl into doing it. It's the real.
And she should have dressed her up as the princess.
Yeah, well, I thought about it, but
then maybe I could have busted in like Bowser and stole her,
stole
her Beaver after you get done with her.
Committed your first rape.
So every single time you were hitting her, was it making the coin noise?
Actually, every time I dick, anytime the in motion, it was like getting a coin. Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Powered up, I pulled her hair like mushroom. Did cocaine off her ass crack. Just all the Christian stuff. Funny thing, these panties did not come off of a young lady. I won those panties by beating the record on a punching machine not too long ago.
Oh, nice.
That's what you win.
Is it a pair of panties?
Yeah, if you beat the record on a punching machine, they pops out a pair of panties. I've got a few of them.
I've set records on them things before, and I've never got no panties.
Really?
Yeah, I crow hopped the shit out of them things.
Well, we know you
probably pretty easy to do in Carthage, huh?
Well, we know you definitely ain't getting your wife's panties off. That's for sure.
Yeah,
no, not at all.
Not your wife's. Even though, does your wife have any panties like that, or?
I'm not sure. I don't
know. Why are these mics? So Beaver like fucked the mic up last night.
Everyone I bring over there, it ends up screwed up. Missed out of play. I mean, you falling off,
finagled, and somebody made the comment too. Is like, how is Beaver the only one that's got a comfortable chair during the podcast? Beaver gets to lounge in that fucking
y'all
chair.
Are more than welcome to join me on that side with the couch. There is another seat right next to me. Yet nobody wants to sit next to me.
No, we appreciate you showering this week, but we're used to you not showering. That's why we don't sit over there next to you.
Yeah, we put you as far away as possible.
Hey,
we should run a long ass cord at him in the bathroom and like just occasionally pan the camera over to show him taking.
No, like run the mic to him in the bathtub, like bathing.
Yeah,
like we made him bathe. So we made Beaver bathe this week. He's in the bathtub.
Hey Beaver, how's that going in there?
I'll be jamming some good ass tunes while I'm in there. I'll be jamming in there.
Yeah, what do you listen to when you take a shower typically?
Probably Africa by Toto.
This is no joke. This is back when me and Beaver really first started becoming friends, and he was, this is back when we were like he was 18. You were out of high school because you were in college at IB Tech. But I remember going over to his house one day, and this is really before I knew Beaver. I mean, me and you were friends in high school. We weren't super close, I wouldn't call us. But so I go over to pick Beaver up one day. Motherfucker's in the shower. Swear to God, Celine Dion blaring.
My heart will go on, probably.
And I look straight at his mom. I'm like, you raised this motherfucker. You know that. And she just looks at me and shakes her head.
I actually do have a concert plan where I'm going to go see Foreigner in Kansas, along with Europe, to see the Final Countdown once again. I'm very excited about that.
You should wear a Michael Jordan jersey, and when they start playing it, like run out of the a door or something.
No, I'm wearing Britney Spears.
Last time he seen Final Countdown live, I gave him a reach around mid song.
That was one of my top 3. Maybe 4 concert moments of my life right there.
It was an interesting night for me because I ended up having a one-night stand that night. It was literally random. This chick wanted to hook up. Well, how long ago was that? 3 or 4 years ago?
Yeah, something along those
3 or 4 years ago. And we were at the concert till 11:30 because that's a great thing about the Vogue concerts is they normally go pretty late. So I ended up meeting up with a chick. Had to pick her up all the way on the north side of Indy, then drive her back to Morristown. I had my apartment here in Morristown, and I didn't go home till like 3:30. Drank some Hennessy, maybe did some body shots, some illegal shit. Skip work the next day. Angie's List.
Some Hennessy, huh?
Yeah.
You're on that level?
Oh, yeah. I had a whole Hennessy. I mean, all off the Tech 9 song called KCT. And KCT. Let me tell you, what made me start drinking KCT. So Hammer Nigel had this, and we've actually talked about having the chick on our show, Lisa Lee, who used to be the face of My NDY. Here in Indy, she's moved back to LA since, but we had a contest for the Hammer Nigel show. It's called Win a Drunk Date with Drunk Matt. And won. She won the contest. Yeah, she won. I didn't win the contest. I was the win. I was the prize, Beaver. God damn it. She won the contest. So we went out on a date, and I was like, I can't just fucking like start pounding shots in front of this chick. I got to be a little classy. I was like, Hennessy. All right, let's go. Hennessy. So I was drinking some Hennessy's. A KCT essentially is Hennessy, Sprite, and you squeeze a lemon in it. Super sweet, but it gets you fucked up. And that's the thing is you can put probably 90% Hennessy in there. You squeeze a lemon, you can't even tell that it's that strong. And about
were you rapping by the end of the night? Like
rapping? I was trying to rap my penis, but she wasn't into that.
Two of my favorite drinks are based off of Tech songs.
Caribou. I can't drink Caribou's no more. I got a stomach ulcer.
Really?
Yep.
I'll be drinking them when we're down in Florida.
I bet you will, Beaver. I bet you will paint them all red, and you'll be fucking puking and running on our trip again.
Those are the best of times right there.
So Caribou's, I went down the Long Branch. This is probably 8 or 9 years ago, and I was real big into Caribou's, and I was like, I drank 4 that night, and I started feeling a real sharp pain in the middle of my stomach, like somebody stabbed me in the stomach.
You're getting old.
Yeah, I was like 25. No, I was like 22 at this time. So I had to go to the hospital. I had a stomach ulcer. It was basically the 151 ate a hole in my stomach, essentially. Ugh. Yeah, it was cool.
See, I can't do margaritas and Long Islands and stuff because
I can't do drinks. I can't do vodka.
Instant heartburn.
I can't do beer because I'm a bitch.
Yeah,
tons of heartburn. That's like the only thing I can't.
I can hardly drink alcohol anymore because of heartburn.
Yeah, it's
you just get high all the time now.
Drink beer.
Yeah, just get high all the time. It's a Christian thing to do.
Might as well, man. Might as well.
Well, welcome to Highly Inappropriate. We're going to go and start the show now.
Yeah, that's a good little.
Good little intro. So let's
talk
talk about the new Eminem now. What's your favorite song?
Oh man, I like a lot of them.
Yeah,
but that No Regrets.
No Regrets
is.
I'd say Godzilla and Farewell are my favorite songs. They just flow real. I even like a song with Ed Sheeran. It's kind of like, you know.
I like the No Regrets when he says,
"No regrets."
Talk about people coming at him. He's like, some of them got the kill shot. The other ones, I just nicked them. Shot at the Nick. Yeah, it's the only thing he said about Nick Cannon on the whole album.
Yep.
Which I think is hilarious.
Oh, I thought it was hilarious too. I was like, is he gonna drop a Nick Cannon diss? I'm like, no.
Nick Cannon, he dropped like fucking 18 songs.
And you know it's hilarious.
Trying to get him to.
Nick Cannon was so excited when he heard Eminem drop the album that morning. He's like, yes, finally. And he listened to the whole thing. He's like, nothing.
Dude, that's like
Nick Cannon probably is doing this worldwide or this nationwide tour right now, thinking that he's gonna get a big push from an Eminem diss track that never happened, and now he's gonna try to sell out Banker's Life, and there's gonna be like 300 people there.
Yeah, people like that Wild 'N Out stuff though.
Yeah, people
got to follow.
People are really stupid.
It used to be all right.
No,
I didn't mind
sucks.
it. Like when Cat Williams and shit was on it when it first started, it was funny.
No, I mean, I even watched the day Tech 9 was on. I was like, man, this shit, I just can't get into it. It's
most recent thing I watched was Masked Singer. That's the last thing I saw with him.
I think that show might be good if it was like on Netflix and it was completely uncensored. Yeah,
like they were cussing and stuff.
Yeah, cussing. Being vulgar, talking about their moms and.
He's Nick, though. He's gotta keep it PG.
Yeah, PG.
Will Smith don't have to cuss sell records.
He does.
I do. So fuck him and fuck you too.
Speaking of Bad Boys 2, I haven't seen it yet.
Do what?
Bad Boys for Life
2 or whatever. 3 was it the third?
For Life.
What are you talking about?
4. The new Bad Boys.
It's 3. It's 3. No,
Martin Lawrence is fucking fatter than you in it.
I know.
Dude, have you seen him in that movie?
God damn, everybody's calling me fat now.
I just want to make you like your mom was, worried about you losing weight. I just want to make you like
my cocaine habit.
You haven't changed.
Yeah,
well, hey, you know what? This week I'm going to try to start losing weight.
So Beaver, what's going on new with you, buddy? Who are you trying to impress this week?
I'm trying to impress myself.
Which girl that I've slept with are you trying to impress?
The trainer. It's the trainer.
It's the trainer. I guarantee it. It is.
No, I decided that I wanted to start getting back into shape.
What gym? What gym are you going to?
I think I'm gonna do Planet Fitness. Is actually gonna go that route this time.
Oh, he's a soccer mom. That's cute.
The purple.
Hey, you know what?
What's the point? And are you trying to save some money? You have a decent job. Why don't you go to a real gym?
I mean, I tried going with you for a little bit of time.
Do you need me there?
No, I do not need you there. I mean,
I think I showed you enough.
I'm gonna have my workout routine and gonna actually try to do this where it's actually like right next to my place this time. So
you know what's gonna happen, right? This is his way of getting privacy away from Rob. He's gonna go to the gym. He's gonna stroke off in the bathroom, work up a sweat, come home and tell Rob he's been working out. And the truth is, he was just beating his meat in the bathroom. I guarantee it.
As far as Rob isn't like, you're gonna get the family pack.
Nah, Rob wants nothing to do with the gym.
No.
I mean, we saw the video of him throwing the.
But Rob barely wants anything to do with working, let alone working out. You know.
I felt bad too about the throwing video. Was he kind of pissed at us?
No, because I was with him that night.
I was just fucking around with him.
No, because Rob, like me and Rob crack up because if you ever hung out with me and him, you'd be like, these guys do not like each other at all because all we do is insult each other.
Well, I've hung out with you one time and he got raped in the bathroom. So. Fucking Lil Nas X.
Yeah, if you guys want to go flashback and listen to that episode, it was our most listened to episode ever until Artificial Asshole Fun a few weeks ago. Nice. We've been on a hottie. We've been on a hot streak, so we appreciate everybody listening. Unfortunately, we don't have a Facebook page anymore, so fuck Facebook, fuck Mark Zuckerberg, but make sure you share this show, the live show. Thank you guys so much for listening to Highly Inappropriate. We'll be back next week. All right, Dunkman, apparently you had a good weekend, huh?
Oh, dude, I started following Tommy G. He's like a guy on Twitter. He's like a handicapper and elitesportsbetting.com. And this guy is the fucking truth, dude. Like, he's unreal. He was on a heater yesterday, so won a bunch of bets yesterday.
Did you place every bet?
College basketball. All the bets that he puts? Well, you do units. I mean,
Units?
that's for another show
He said
to
unit.
explain all that. But
He
Unit.
said unit on the
but
show.
pretty much hit everything that he threw out yesterday. So won a shit ton of money between college basketball and the fights. Went and played some poker, little Hold'em, Texas Hold'em tournament with the boys.
And
from
how
school.
much are you up this weekend?
It's quite a bit. I don't want to put numbers out there.
So wings on Dunkman today.
Yeah.
But I
We're
ended up even winning the poker game with the fellas. I ain't seen them since like a lot of them in like years.
The
Seems
fellas.
like kids that I went to school with. It
You know,
was a lot of fun.
Honestly, the coolest thing about having the show is people I don't even know have started tagging me on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, people like and
saying
vice
inside
versa,
jokes.
vice
Yeah.
versa and shit.
I'm just like,
Isn't it great? Yeah.
I'm just used to you being tagged by Johnny Wheeler. That's what I'm
Johnny.
used
But
to.
my next move though, that McGregor fight, I can't wait to get into a bar fight, dude. I'm throwing shoulders.
just throwing shoulders at a guy.
yeah, grapple.
I can't
and
wait.
just shoulders right.
I
into
can't
the
wait to
chin.
be there and let you kind of try to handle yourself.
Well,
for
we
the
said
first
the
30
Tech 9
seconds.
concert.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
goal is to fight somebody.
I
yeah,
can't wait
for
till you
sure.
get arrested and then we have to ask would you post bail.
I'll throw shoulders at the cops.
Yeah, imagine you're on this week on Would You Post Bail?
Rush
it's a
County.
young chick named Christopher Duncan.
If you're wondering why we're one host down,
I'm throwing shoulders, dude.
Throwing shoulders at him.
throwing
Yeah,
both.
McGregor whipped
I'm
his
just picturing
ass.
you throwing shoulder. Well, we're gonna get into that, but it's not as impressive that everybody wants to suck his dick, and we'll get into that. I've been watching this fucking fight game since I was 4
Dunkman
years
definitely
old,
gonna
so.
suck his dick like he did Brady's.
All I know is I was 3-0 in the fights, and
Which three did
I
you bet
never
on?
watch. So my handicapper was better than you, I guess.
Well, I went three. I went 3 for 6. So, and there's 2 big upsets. So I'm like,
Mine was home, and then the other guy that fought the Pettis.
The
dude.
Macy Barber who fought on the undercard. She's an up and coming woman. Tore her ACL like mid first or mid second round. I can't. Was worth a shit after that. She was I don't understand betting that well. -550.
That was the 3.
Yeah.
So that means she was a big favorite.
She was a huge favorite. Yeah,
Yeah.
huge favorite. I mean, because this is a chick that's probably going to be a champion within a year or two. Yeah, she tore a ligament. They haven't announced it yet, but she definitely tore something in her knee and was pretty much worthless the entire fight. So just got her head planted. Then, of course, Pettis lost.
That was the one. Home Diego, who would beat Pettis.
And honestly, if I was a betting man, I'm not. I don't really bet. But if I had to bet last night, I would have bet on shit. I can't
You would
talk.
have bet on shit.
I would have bet on shit. Yeah, I would have bet on Conor McGregor, but I picked Cowboy to win. I just went with the upset. I'm like, Cowboy's been on a losing streak.
How'd that go for you?
It went horrible. Yeah.
How do you say this?
I don't give a fuck. I didn't bet any money, so I don't care. Ask a Rob.
Ask her, Rob.
Ask a Rob. Ask a Rob.
That's a new segment.
The
We should have a new segment. Ask a Rob. We just call Rob up.
Randomly.
Hey, Rob, what's the square root of 163?
And we do like a bet, like over under if he's going to get the answer right.
Yeah, we should.
We just call him randomly.
There's one
That's a
thing-
good idea.
There's
dude.
one thing I've always wanted to
That
do on
is
the
a good
show,
idea.
and it's going to be are you smarter than a meth head or something like that? But I want to do a panel of like 3 really stupid people, and we do like a Jeopardy style game show, and I think it would be
Yes.
fucking go. I already know.
Go to the bar, like maybe get like one of the homeless dudes from outside.
I know all the contestants
a
right now.
blonde, like ditzy chick.
We have a guy.
And Rob.
We have a girl here in town named Vanessa, real ditzy, super sweetheart. Like I'm not trying to talk shit about her, but super sweet. I just don't feel like she would do good on a Jeopardy style.
Just
quiz.
ask like who was the president before George
Yeah,
Bush?
like who was the 5th president of the United States? They'd be like,
I wouldn't know that.
all right, we got our 3rd contestant.
Yeah, there is. Or we should do Could You Stump Dunk Man?
Could you stump Dunk Man?
Like Stump the Schwab.
Yes. I feel like that would be.
I would be terrible, dude.
Did you lost to
be
my brother
horrible.
on his show, right?
Yeah, I got lucky. He got lucky.
You think you got lucky?
Without a doubt, got lucky.
Yeah.
Something you never got.
Fucking lucky. That's true. That's true. Other than like, yeah, you get it.
You get it. I had an interesting week. I got another internet scuffle, which I swear I hate arguing on the internet because even if when an internet argument is, I'm not going to say the joke. It's pretty harsh.
Yeah.
Stupid. Don't argue on the internet. I try to avoid it at all costs now. But a guy, an acquaintance of mine, shared a friend of mine's mugshot on the internet, and I'm gonna just come out and say it. If you're a guy and you share another dude's mugshot, unless the guy like murdered your fucking family or did something, I'm like, you're a bitch, okay? I'm just saying, dudes don't do that. That's something females do, and I still don't like it when females do it. Females share other females' mugshots all the time. Like, why kick a person when they're down, first and foremost? And you're a fucking dude. And I went off on this dude. I was like, listen, let me guess what happened. John probably had sex with a girl that friend zoned you. And I was 100% right because he didn't react to the response. But one of his buddies got in, a guy that was easily in his mid-40s, probably 130 pounds soaking wet, wears rhinestone jeans. So that tells you everything in affliction shirts. Said he was gonna, he said he was gonna come to Morristown and beat my ass. I was like, can't wait. Come on over, man. I'll feed you dinner, and then take you out back and bury you next to the fucking cat. Screaming out no regret. Screaming out no regret. Yeah.
Eminem just blaring.
Blaring. I got a deep tissue massage this week, by the way.
Really?
So I've got a friend that works.
I got a deep tissue organ massage.
Oh, by yourself? Yeah,
I did it myself.
My dick's kind of sore. I did some rigorous masturbating. I got a deep tissue massage. I didn't know it was going to be deep tissue, but I never signed. I was kind of hoping just to kind of get a nap away from work, because I took some time off work and went and got a massage.
Went to like a parlor.
Well, because my chiropractor I go to that I love, they have a masseuse there, and I asked one of the chiropractors, and I asked the chick that works the front counter, I'm like, is it worth the $60? And she's like, hell yeah, call.
Did she include the happy ending?
Yeah, she came in nothing but some white gloves and jerked me off.
Is she Asian?
No, excuse me, I wish.
It would have been your first Asian.
It would be my first Asian, at least my first.
Now, how do you ask for the happy ending? What's the play there? Like, how do you let them know that you want?
Well, I didn't ask for the happy ending, but that's a good.
You put like a 20.
I've actually had a buddy tell me the process. I wish I could remember exactly. There's got to be
Beaver has a buddy.
I do. I actually do.
Meeting Beaver when he was 27, went and got a hand job at some Rushville fucking masseuse parlor.
I've never gotten never been to a massage parlor. That too. But I have heard there is a process to actually
ask for the.
Yes.
I mean, like, here, let me kind of explain what happened with mine. So I walked in the room. She was like, "Are you having any issues?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm having several. Like my mid back feels like I got two bones touching. I definitely got sciatica. I got sharp pains shooting down my ass and down my leg. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm just kind of giving her general work spots here. And she went total doctor on me. It's like, okay, stand up. She's like, all right, I see a curve in your back. She's like, we can fix your posture a little bit, blah, blah, blah. Starts full examining me. I get on the table, and from the start, this chick just starts beating my ass. I'm talking, I went through an hour of pain. No joke. This was not an enjoyable experience, but it worked. I feel great now. No joke. She beat my ass though. And apparently, like she said, my back pain's caused by this muscle. It's called a psoas. It's basically reaches from your back, the mid back, around your pelvic muscle. So I damn near got a handy because she was rubbing my groin a lot. Maybe that's something that she personally wanted to get accomplished. But yeah, rubbing my groin.
Was she hot?
I mean, for mid-40s, yeah.
Would you post bail on her?
Post bail on her? It depends. Less than 500, I think.
If she fixes back,
I'd love her give me a hand job if that's what your next question is.
See, I think you should have just put a 20 in your pants, like hanging out of your pants.
I think the play is, first off, every time I've gotten a massage, I've always kept my dick, because I get boners at the weirdest times, and I feel like if I have a harness there to keep my dick in place, it's less chance I'm going to get a boner. I mean, because I'm going to be honest, it's real hard when a girl's literally massaging 2 inches above my cock.
Do you keep the chastity belt on too?
I was thinking the whole time, I'm like, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of I swear to God.
They should make massage tables like, where your head goes in. They should make a spot for your dick to fall out.
Well, I think if getting a hand job at a massage parlor is anything like 90% of the porn I watch, the play is when you're getting your back massage, make sure you have a nice boner when you roll around and you're not wearing underwear, and you just, that thing just flashes out. So she kind of gets the idea, like, hey, either you're going to tug on this or I'm going to when you leave the room. So do you want a tip or not? You can just kind of give her that look. You just kind of wiggle the dick around a little bit, like, hey.
She'd say, I want the whole thing, not the tip.
Cool. $30.
Just the tip.
$30 tip. So yeah, I got a deep tissue massage. I didn't get jerked off. I was disappointed. At least I didn't get jerked off that night. So that's good. So, well, interesting. Let me ask you guys a question. So there's a website out there. It's called I don't know.
Pornhub?
There's literally a website. I talked about this before. A buddy showed me where it shows you all the massage parlors that you can get a fucking hand job at or more, prostitute.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a fucking snitch site.
Well,
what keeps cops from going there and just busting all of them?
What keeps cops from going to skipthegames.com and busting all the hookers?
Yeah.
Craigslist.
I mean, Beaver, what's your experience with hookers?
Been robbed.
You've been robbed. Yes. Good job. More along the lines of, how do you know these girls aren't cops? Is this one of the questions you ask them up front?
Are you a cop?
You just say, hey, man, before we do anything with my penis here, I just got to know, do you have a badge?
Do you pick them up?
Badge?
You don't pick them up at lots and stuff, like in your truck, do you?
Have you ever had a hooker come to your apartment where you live now?
No.
You have not?
No.
In your truck?
Have you ever went to their apartment?
No.
Did you do it in a car?
No.
Hotel?
No.
Your last place?
No.
Did you ever have a hooker come to your parents' house?
No.
And I know the answer to that question. You're lying to me.
No.
He's pleading the fifth.
Are you pleading the fifth right now?
I played a lot of things.
I know for a fact you had a hooker come to your parents' house.
Nope.
Which is so disturbing. I think I would have to have a really serious dry spell to bring a hooker to my mom's house.
I'd bring a hooker to my house.
What's a good thing is I know a couple chicks that are a little over my weight limit, that if I ever hit a dry spell, I'm just like, oh man, I just got to take one for the team just to get my confidence up.
Slump buster.
Little slump buster. So if I'm 3 months, if I'm in a 3-month dry spell, I'm hitting up old Susie down here on the road. She's going to, just ride my dick like she's bucking a bull at the fucking 8-second saloon. And
best blowjobs ever, dude.
Oh, from fat chicks for sure.
Because it could be their last one they see.
Well, I wouldn't say I've ever fucked a fat chick, but definitely a chick that was a little chubbier, that definitely knew what she was doing as far as the mouth skills go.
I don't mind the fat chicks.
We know.
As long as they got good attitude.
I got that
good
attitude.
Good gummy.
Good conversation.
Speaking of
good food.
Yeah. Speaking of insulting people, so I posted a Facebook status this week about midget spinners. I'm like, everybody's crazy about fidget spinners. I said, back in the day, we used to throw midgets on a merry-go-round and spin so fast that they would fly off. See how fast we could spin the merry-go-round until they fly off.
I thought you were saying that you would spin a midget on your dick.
On Facebook. Well,
where'd you go where you had multiple midgets at a playground?
Nah, I totally made this up just for laughs. So my mom calls me. She's like, hey.
You don't know the plentiful amount of little people in Morristown?
Mom straight up said, she goes, hey, I understand, you like to get a rise out of people, make people laugh. But she's like, you have to make fun of people that can't help it. I'm like, yes, I do, Mom.
You should have looked at her and said, I can't help it.
Yeah, I can't help it, Mom. That's how I was raised. It's your fault. All right, this week on Would You Post Bail? By the way, this busted newspaper thing is the greatest thing that ever happened. I mean, this is kind of started the whole mugshot deal. It's cool to look on mugshots. I wish I could find my mugshot. If anybody can find...
I found mine.
If anybody can find my mugshot from 2008, I have a full afro. I will pay you $100. I'm not even joking. If you can find that, I've literally hit up cops.
Did you go to the site that I found mine?
It's too old. It's from 2008. It's 12 years old.
Dude, mine was from 2004.
I can't find. I've literally thought about going because they changed their system in Shelby County. I think that's part of it. I've literally thought about going there and be like, hey, I need you to find my fucking mugshot from 2008. I'm gonna hang it up here in the house for Mom. And memento, I'll sign it and be like, hey, this is for you, Mom.
You should get it on t-shirts and give it to her for Christmas.
I think it'd be hilarious. You definitely
and on the top put, I can't help it.
I can't help it. That's how I was raised.
That's how you're raised.
I'm pretty sure I had
Mama's boy.
I had the shittiest. I had the biggest shit-eating grin in my mugshot too, because I just ate it up. I'm like, I can't believe I'm in jail for forking in my teacher's yard. Right now.
Mugged mine.
Really? I totally went. Totally big ass smile and everything.
I look fucked up.
But yeah, so it's okay. It's okay to look at. I'm not mad if you look at who's been arrested, because we wouldn't have a segment if we didn't. But I still think if you share another man's mugshot, you're kind of a bitch.
But talking about females,
unless it's like celebrity.
Yeah,
and funny, maybe like a funny.
Hey, this guy fucked a cow, like.
Yeah, and then it's a funny, I'll share that.
But this week on Would You Post Bail, we have Lindsay Denny. She was arrested in Hancock County. That's in Indiana. She's got quite the track record here: possession of cocaine or narcotic drugs, unlawful possession of syringe. So man. Our segment we do every week is would you post bail? And essentially how this goes, it's based on it's a hot or not contest. Is this chick hot enough to where you'd post bail? And there's a chance that you could get a sexual favor in return. So Lindsay Denny, Beaver.
I can't see her.
Would you post bail? Let's go pre-meth here. Pre-drugs.
Yeah.
I think pre-drugs, this chick's probably, she cleans her life up.
I'm not.
She's not the best we've.
You're not
she's
too
not the
young
best
for you?
I can't get past the meth sores on her face right now.
She's not the best we've seen.
And I'm guessing she has fucking hepatitis, possibly the syringe. Yeah, I'm not. I'm out.
That's probably a good call. I'm probably doing some heavy sanitation before and after.
Hey, you said pre-meth. All right.
Pre-meth.
How'd she get busted in New Pal though? I thought in New Pal like rich people.
Nah, Hancock
County. Yeah.
It just says New Pal police.
When I drive home from Indy drunk once a week, there's a small stretch where you're in Hancock County. It's literally it's in New Pal. You drive through New Pal. It's just a small stretch where you're in Hancock County, and my butthole's puckered up. I'm on cruise control the whole fucking time, watching my P's and Q's, not getting distracted. No texting and driving during this time. Then I get in Shelby County and all shit.
No Snapchat and hoes during this time.
All shit breaks loose. I start snapping people. I'm driving with my dick. I take another drink. I see the local cops. They're like, oh, it's just 1:30 on a fucking Saturday. It's just Matt's coming home.
Drunk Matt.
He's probably drunk. He's not going to hurt anybody. Just himself. No worries there. But another segment we do every week. What would you watch? Basically, if somebody watched some bullshit over the week. And so, of course, Netflix dropped their documentary, Killer Inside the Mind of Aaron Hernandez. So, Beaver, did you watch the documentary?
I actually did.
You did watch the documentary?
Yes.
So, is Aaron Hernandez a killer because he has severe brain damage, or was he a closet homosexual?
He was a killer because he was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Good assessment, Beaver.
I think
Doug, man.
a little bit of both, but man, that thing was just sad.
It's wild,
dude.
man. It's very the sad part of me, and I kind of, for me, like his relationship with his daughter, you can tell like his daughter was his everything, and you know
he was so
his dad
fucking
was,
good,
too.
dude.
I mean,
so fucking good,
so talented. And the thing was, like, to me, I just look at, you know, you got a little girl, regardless of what you think about him. There's a little girl that doesn't have a daddy now because
my biggest takeaway actually is the no father aspect.
Of him,
because once he lost his dad, that's kind of when
his shit hit the fan.
Yeah.
And they talk about, his dad being his hero, but so part of the reason he is the way he is because his dad was abusive growing up. They talked about that as well.
Very structured at that point.
It's just interesting. I thought they would do, you know, the mind of Aaron Hernandez. I thought it was going to be a huge study of his brain. They only had a small section where they're like, well, yeah, he had the brain of an 80-year-old fucking dementia patient, essentially. But I've talked about this on the show before. When it comes to CTE, they say that like 99.9% of NFL players have CTE by the time they retire, but only a small fraction of them do crazy shit like that. So is CTE really to blame?
I mean, look, Junior Seau shot himself in the chest so they could study his head.
Yeah,
I think it's
Aaron is hanging
well,
himself.
I'm not going to say, you know, taking repeated shots to the head's good for you, but I don't think that CTE necessarily is what's killing people. I think it's got to be like a further developed stage of CTE.
Well, I feel like they're already somewhat fucked up, and then it just takes it to the next level.
Him killing himself though was just basically because he was life in prison. And
no, I think him killing himself was right after he was outed. So
Yeah.
I think he completely killed himself because he was out as a gay.
Yeah,
that's a possibility on that.
I mean, you watched the show.
So is Rob Hart on suicide watch or
the old Tennessee,
Love you, buddy.
An old Tennessee Titans cornerback, Ryan Mooten.
Yeah.
After this documentary and stuff came out, he posted a Throwback Thursday of him laying him out in a game. Like he hits him and it knocks his helmet off.
Yeah.
And the post itself said, "Little Throwback Thursday. That time I popped a killer helmet off and told him he can see me whenever." He replied, "I'll kill you." And little did I know.
Can you imagine like sitting in your living room, knowing all this took place, sitting in your living room, you see the story where Aaron Hernandez is being arrested for murder, and you're like,
whoa,
wow, I really dodged a bullet there, bub.
Literally.
Yeah.
He was on another level, man.
Just another, like, so
if he would have went anywhere but New England, he'd still be playing and probably alive, I think.
Why do you think it was New England?
because he was
very close.
He goes back home, dude, around same fucking bullshit people. If he would have say he went to Oakland, like they were saying, and as far as possible, that it would have been
probably could have saved his life. Yeah, I think it all comes down to this is a guy that was a closet homosexual who wanted to be portrayed as a gangster to kind of cover that up.
A little bit of that. I could see that.
Yeah, I mean, but
what I was telling you earlier.
Obviously, you have to have some sort of mental to be that angry and to actually kill somebody. That's probably a combination of his father growing up around abuse. He snapped after his dad died, and he's got a lot of concussions, Bob.
I just don't like you always show players like going home, like where they're from and playing.
Yeah.
And it usually always ends up bad. You know what I mean? Like when people were saying Romeo get drafted by the Pacers,
it's a little
would have been cool, but you need to go.
You were the only one on that trade
because you don't want.
You were the only one.
All those people like in your life.
I never want
coming at you.
I never want Romeo to be drafted by the Pacers.
It's just an example, you stupid fucks. like think of like if you were
go guy.
Like if you were like somehow drafted here, and think of you made it to the league.
Yeah.
All right, and then you get drafted here. Think of all the fucking people that you would never see. Gangbangers or not, family, fucking everything would just be all over you all the time. It would be fucking terrible.
You would have Rob trying to hang out with you all the time.
If you went to LA and
that is awful.
Those people are like out of your life. Like you're not fucking around them all the time.
More than he always does.
But that, like, I would hate it. I think I hate when players go
hanging out with Rob or
no. Well, that too. Shit.
Love you, Rob.
He just disappears and gets raped in the bathroom.
I know every time. He disappears at a concert and comes out just holding his ass. Like,
and yet his asshole is less bloody than yours.
So he's probably gonna start fucking murdering people around here to hide it. So
probably,
you better. He's gonna pick you up and you're gonna be like,
I mean, because me and Rob,
you know where I'm at. You're gonna text us. You know where I'm at.
Yeah.
Redhead.
When you're
in the car with him.
Operation Red, guys.
He might kill me.
Operation Red. I'm like one of Rob's best friends, and I give him more shit than anybody, so there's a good chance.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, I told Beaver this whole time. You're like, I care about you, Beaver, because I give you so much shit.
Yeah, if I'm not fucking with you, that's when you know.
I don't like you.
Yeah,
I don't care for you. So
I agree.
Fuck you, fag.
I just thought you hated me.
I mean, I do, but
I like a little abuse.
All right, so we're gonna get right into sports. It's Mike Britt's favorite segment of the show. He's not here today, so we're gonna talk with Joyce.
So we're gonna give him a call.
We're gonna give him a call. Like, hey, what'd you think about Trump this week? No, so of course LSU won the national championship. No surprise. Burrow's a bad motherfucker. Too bad he's got to go to the Bengals and might be out of the league in 5 years. We'll see.
I think
he's a real deal. But honestly, I think
he pissed Cincinnati off today. He came out and said he hates Skyline chili.
Really?
Yeah.
So that pissed me off, and I'm not even from Cincinnati.
A lot of them are mad about it.
Yeah, no, I love Skyline, but I think the Colts should make a play at AJ Green for sure.
Older, hurt a lot.
AJ Green is going to be on the Patriots I bet.
You think?
He'll go somewhere. He's going to try to win a Super Bowl.
He won't be getting passes from Tom.
Speaking like a true Patriots fan over here.
We'll see though. I could go after him, but
you were a 43-year-old quarterback who can't throw the ball more than 10 yards.
He's hurt too much, weren't you?
Yeah, he is hurt a lot now.
I don't want an injury-prone guy.
Hey,
I don't want to get nobody. I want to lose every fucking game. I've already told you this.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I think we should just trade Jacoby. We're going to draft a quarterback. We trade Jacoby Brissett straight up to the Browns, and we get Jarvis Landry. That's my dream right there.
Jay, how about that?
Good.
He'll be passing out singles in the Colts locker room.
Give me money. I'll let him smack me on the ass and everything.
So what I was getting into is we got to play this clip from President Trump. Of course, welcome with open arms the LSU players to the White House. And I'm surprised. There's a lot of color in the audience. I think we're past the, hey, it's not cool to go. By the way, if you're the type of person that wins a national championship or wins a Super Bowl, I'm not a big fan of Trump, but if I have the chance to go to the White House and meet the president, I don't care if Obama's president. And, I don't care who's president. I'm going to go to the White House and meet the fucking president. Let's go and play this clip here.
Even if it's Hillary.
I don't do this, but I'm doing it for this team. Anybody would like to come with me to the Oval Office, we'll take pictures in the Oval. It's a special place. There's no place like the Oval. They come from all over the world. They have their own big offices and everything. They go into the Oval, and they say there's no place like this. So, Coach, if you'd like, we can take whoever wants to come to the Oval Office. We'll take pictures behind the Resolute desk. It's been there a long time. A lot of presidents. Some good, some not so good. But you got a good one now.
Let's go.
Even though they're trying to impeach the son of a bitch. Can you believe that?
The son of a
Got the
bitch.
greatest economy we've ever had, Joe. We got the greatest.
You talking to Joe Biden or Joe Burrow there?
We took out those terrorists like your football team would have taken out those terrorists.
Jesus Christ. This dude's lost his fucking mind, dude.
Lost his mind. Is this this is the beginning stages of dementia, correct?
It's the beginning of stages of I do not give a fuck.
I just
Okay,
know
we're gonna talk.
Man.
We're gonna talk about that clip, but I have to play, which is my favorite presidential sound clip of all time.
I just know
For
what
the
Duck
sake of
means.
the Israelis
Voting
who
for
are
Bernie.
under attack, we must stop the terror. I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
That is George W. Bush on the golf course right after September 11th, getting ready to tee off, says we got to stop the terrorists, and just goes right into playing golf. And I give this speech every day I play golf, by the way. It's like, listen, I love it. I love it so much. I think out of all presidents, I'd probably want to hang out with Bush the most. And it has nothing to do with his politics. I just think he'd be a cool ass dude to hang out with.
Not Clinton?
Yeah, I'm hanging out with Clinton.
You
Dude.
think you're hanging out with Clinton?
Playing
banging
saxophone, smoking weed.
He's going to Pedophile Island, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's going to Pedophile Island.
Epstein.
Hanging with the Clintons. So we got to go back to this Trump clip. My favorite thing is the players' reactions in the background. You got one guy who says the most racist white guy in the room. He's he's thrilled. He's looking around like, Mom, I got to go to the fucking Oval Office. You know,
he's hype as fuck.
And you see all the black guys in the room are just like kind of looking around like,
this dude's a fucking idiot. Then you look, Burrow's like, just keep a straight face. Don't
just
ruin
keep
your
it straight.
number one pick.
Don't ruin your number one pick. Don't make it stupid. I love it. And another thing too is I can't remember who it was that got to visit the White House and got the full on fast food fucking buffet, but I'm all in. I'm all in on that.
Alabama last year.
Was it Alabama last year? I couldn't remember if it was Alabama or the Patriots last year.
Or it was Clemson, something like that.
It's all of them.
Clemson. Yeah. All I know is I'm all in on that.
Yeah, everyone that goes, that's what they get.
I'm all in on that shit. For sure.
I would love it.
If I walked into a room and I seen like 6 Hardee's fucking hot ham and cheeses.
I mean, you saw the Andy Reid dancing in the locker room meme, didn't you?
Yeah.
And it said, when you realize you're 2 wins away from all you can eat fast food buffet at the White House.
I'm all in on the Chiefs now. Let's go.
I mean, if anything, the Bellagio has taught me is that fast food is just going to do me perfectly fine for any meal.
Yeah, says the guy who's trying to get a gym membership today.
I am.
He's going to go to the gym.
Beaver, how are you going to stay in shape when you
for 20 minutes? Then smash Big Macs on the way home.
He's gonna have chicken nuggets. He don't eat Big Macs.
Oh, chicken nuggets. Yeah,
it's chicken nuggets
and French fries.
High protein.
Beaver, how are you gonna stay in shape when your diet is literally shit?
Just gonna have to work it all out.
You have to work really fucking hard.
They got a sauna there.
Okay, at one point, I don't know if we've ever discussed this on the show. This dipshit bought an elliptical, or was it a bike that you were gonna play? You were gonna ride the bike while you played PlayStation, and this lasted how long? Like 2 nights.
No, it lasted a few weeks, but
it's actually not a bad idea, really.
This is Beaver in a nutshell. We're gonna multitask, but still be worthless all at the same time. Did you lose any weight?
I mean, I'm not entirely sure. I never was weighing myself at the time.
You look slimmer. My favorite workout, Beaver workout, is where you told me you would do the standing up sit-ups. And you said it was working for you because there was a time and place where you got a little chubby. This was probably right around when you first started drinking. You really just kind of threw your life away,
I think I'm still in that phase, but go ahead.
No, but the Beaver gained a far amount of weight, and I noticed I didn't see Beaver. I think he got in a relationship, so maybe depression played in here, but. I didn't see Beaver for maybe a month or 2. And next time I saw him, I was like, Beaver just, looked like he'd been losing a little weight. And I was like, how you been losing weight, bro? He's like, just been doing these sit-ups, he's like, I'll just be sitting there in the chair and just kind of just doing little crunches like this. Can you give us an example of what you're doing here? Do you remember this?
No.
You do not. I swear to God, Beaver, you straight up told me you're doing stand-up crunches. And this is how you lost all the weight. I want to get one of them desk peddlers. I got so much energy at work, it's ridiculous. I can't stand it.
You feel real fidgety?
No, it's part of my personality, but it's over the top at work. I'll be listening to gangster rap in one ear, talking to a fucking CEO on the other, on the line, just jamming out, just fucking bouncing around. Yeah, dude, I'll take an appointment next Tuesday, 9:30. Let's do it.
I'd get one, but I kind of have to be in line for the brake pedal every time. So it's kind of hard for me to do it at my job.
What? Oh, get
some sort of.
Do them
pedaling.
trucks have cruise control?
They do.
They do?
For some reason, actually, our trucks now, like if you're just pressing on the pedal, it tops out at 62. But if you do cruise control, you can get up to 66.
66, nice. How close have
It's
you been?
stupid.
How close have you been to killing a family of Mexicans in a Pinto, like just crashing into the back of a car?
I don't think I have.
You haven't been close yet?
No.
Oh.
You never skipped with the J brake, like had to stop real suddenly.
At a few stoplights.
Like
maybe.
you've never you know what I mean, like your heart and your stomach like scared the shit out of you.
There might have been one or two times, but it's been a while.
I couldn't imagine losing control of a semi, dude. Hitting ice or something.
And to his credit, I can tell you, he's one of the worst drivers I've ever driven with. Which maybe him being a semi driver has helped that.
The semi driver.
You used to drive drunk all the time too, which you can't do at all now. That's like a no bueno right now as a truck driver because you have stricter laws, right?
Oh yeah,
lose your CDL.
Yep.
Hell, the alcohol content, it's like not even 0.08. It's like
0.04, ain't it?
Yeah, less than that.
For the CDL to hold the CDL.
Yeah.
Damn.
Stricter laws for that.
Yeah, I'd be done after 2 beers.
Yeah.
Yours stays at 0.04, doesn't it?
Pretty much. I mean, it's if you're a semi truck driver, you're mostly doing meth and stuff. Like you're wanting to stay awake, not drink beer.
Right. I think I'm
going to do caffeine pills. I think I'm going to start doing those.
What attracts lot lizards? What are you throwing at them to attract them?
Honestly, I've never seen a lot lizard.
Yeah, because you don't do any overnights. But I'm telling you right now, 100%, if Beaver did any sort of overnight trucking, his hooker number would go way.
Oh yeah, he'd be parked right there at Mount Comfort.
You know, it's just crazy. I think Rob
Speedway, the Mount Comfort.
Oh, for sure.
That's where they're at.
At the Speedway,
there's lot lizards there.
At the Mount Comfort Speedway,
the Pilot or whatever it is, the one that we parked that before where I parked my car at.
You think there's lot lizards there?
Yes, in the back.
No chance.
Yes, there is. I know for a fact.
Oh!
not for me, but another buddy that's drove trucks.
I tell you, Rob has joked about being on the show. I just want to get Rob on the show and just talk about the red light district because Rob was how, like you go to the casino and you get like a silver card, a gold card, a platinum card. I guarantee you that Rob had a platinum card at the red light district in Germany for sure.
Like where you pick up hookers and shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It was free.
And cheap,
legal.
Yeah, legal. It's not free, but Rob was fucking the $10 hookers. So the ones that got a little bit of back fat, maybe some lip hair.
He said he enjoyed the black girls there.
Oh, so do I.
So Rob's definitely got some. Some stids, right?
Well, no, I think I think he was rapping his pecker. Nobody fucks.
I don't think I could fuck a hooker in another country and not be worried.
I would have to do some serious maintenance before and after. I feel like
I couldn't do it. I don't think, dude.
I think I've heard from several people the European women love American guys. So I don't think it's hard to get laid over there unless you're 6'8" and got red hair.
Or if you're Beaver.
Be rough, man. I'd just be scared. I'd be nervous
about fucking a chick randomly or just
over there. Yeah,
right, dude. You don't get any pussy at home. If a
regular,
girl just threw herself at you, you'd be like,
if it's regular civilian, I don't care. I'm talking. I ain't going to pick fucking chick out of a walk by a mirror.
I think I'm paying
like
money.
A window.
If I'm doing it, I'm paying money because I know only a small percentage of the world's fucked her.
I'm not paying. Yeah, those chicks are getting fucked like 5 times a day. Dirty dicks, just disease ridden.
No, I'll just do what I do every week, and that's just be a scumbag and hit on a random chick and try my chances there.
Yeah, that's what you do.
I'm not a whore anymore. I promise, Mom.
I'll just beat off.
You just beat off.
Yeah,
just get it out.
I know my hand don't
just
have
get a little
nothing.
Angry masturbating. How many times you had to angry masturbate before you kill somebody like Aaron Hernandez?
I guess. Well, he was 23, so.
Now, Beaver, let me ask you this: the day that you jerked off 10 times, you claim. Now, how vigorous and angry does that 10th time have to be? Because after about 3 pumps, my dick is worthless. Like
you can distance these out, you don't have to all do them and all.
If you're doing it 10 times, you gotta fucking really.
Hope you're using lotion, dude. Keep that thing nice and lathered up.
Now,
just go raw.
Beaver's dick looks like a 100-year-old tortoise right now.
His dick looks like a fucking koala bear or whatever from
koala bear in the fucking
right
Australia right now. Save the koalas. Save the koalas. We're gonna sell pictures of my asshole on our Twitter here in a couple
OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans. I'm gonna start an OnlyFans. I talked about doing the finger paint my butthole skit, but I think I'm just gonna sell pictures of my ass. $3 a piece. We're going to donate money all to Australia. A chick I've been talking to for a while, she gave me $9 the other day, and I sent her 3 pictures of my butthole. So
nice.
Nice.
Like
we can get $4 to your butthole because it's like a fetish thing. It's got blood on it.
Yeah,
a little bit of blood.
All right, finger paint with the blood.
We've literally went 50 minutes and not talked about anything. This is great. All right, so UFC 246 was last night. I was pretty decent on my picks, I think. You got an quote unquote expert. I still think
4-0.
I still think I'm very confident that I could beat in a pick'em, straight pick'em. Fuck the betting shit. Straight pick'em. I will fucking outwork anybody on straight pick'em and fights.
You ain't beating Mad Lab. Sorry.
Mad Lab, is this the guy?
Yeah.
Why do you think I can't beat Mad Lab?
All right, well, go ahead. We can try it next fight.
I like the rap battling.
He just play odds, though. He just plays odds, but like actually fucking knowing the fight game, he does not know the fight game. Like
Matt, unlike your two,
he's the top handicapper in
the
the world. I'm just saying, he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, it's worthless.
Unlike your two's rap battle going on,
Yeah.
Dunkman's actually up on this one.
Why is that?
Because he got the picks right.
Well, I got the picks right this week. Yeah. Well, he fucked up last time.
You're still up in the rap battle, though.
He did the 5 fucking fight parlay last time. Like, dude, that's how impossible is that in a fight? It's
I did it last night with this guy's picks. So.
Did you win?
Yeah.
What 5 fights did you pick?
It was 4-0.
4-0.
He talked about it. Yeah.
I just sat here and told you.
Yeah, but what
You're
fights?
not even
did you pick?
high, dude. What are we doing?
Yeah,
here?
what fights did you pick?
He doesn't
never
even
said
know
that.
what fights they were. He just knows he
I
won.
said McGregor, Holm, the guy that beat Diego, and then the Avov, whatever guy. I don't even know how to say his name. The one I said, how do you say this
You're
guy's
fucking
name?
pathetic.
This guy. Ask a Rob.
Well, to be fair, if I was actually betting, those would have been my picks.
Those ones I just said.
Yeah, because I am going to touch on the main event because every casual MMA fan that rides Conor McGregor's dick thinks it's a big deal that he came back and beat a guy who
with his shoulders,
who's literally lost his last 3 fights.
He's a cowboy.
Has lost 7. No, Cowboy's a bad motherfucker. This guy's won the most fights in the UFC, holds the most records for the most fight of the night performance bonuses, most submission victories in UFC history. This is a bad motherfucker. But Don Cerrone's 36, but he don't fight like a 36-year-old. This guy's got 36 and 14. So he's now had 50 fights under his belt. This dude fights 7-8 times a year versus Conor fights once every 3 years. So
he needs to retire because he's too old. And Holly Holm can go ahead and retire and they can just have kids.
Holmes still rocking. Holmes can still fight.
38 years old.
No matter. Fucking Randy Couture fought till he's 47. Randy Couture won a
How do these motherfuckers not have CTE?
Some of them probably do. But here's the thing about fighting. It's a lot safer than boxing because you're not taking repeated shots to the head. You can lose a fight by getting your arm snapped in half.
Yeah.
So it's actually a lot safer than boxing. And it's one hit too. Like versus boxing, you get pounded for rounds and rounds and rounds. In MMA, it's one hit, you're done. It's a one hit to the jaw. Go ahead, Beef.
When your last fight,
why are you raising your hand?
Just so I can, not intrude on your statements.
I've told you this several times. Just when you see an opening, you got to fucking start talking. You're doing better this week.
Hey,
we're not gonna get any shitty texts this week. That's good.
I'm just gonna let you know if your last fight lasts, less time than Dunkman's like sex life for the entire year, then you need to definitely quit at that point.
Quit what?
You need to retire.
Oh, retire? Yeah.
Cowboy needs to retire.
Cowboy needs to retire. So I'm saying that Conor McGregor looked great last night, but it's not as impressive as everybody is. I'm just talking to casual fans. Like I got 2 casual fans here to my left.
Oh, I'm not even a fan.
I'm just saying, don't buy place at 170. Conor McGregor 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, just got smashed by the champion, Khabib Nurmagomedov. And they said he now gets a shot at the title. So let me get this straight, okay, for all you casual fans out there. You lost a championship fight decisively, got your ass kicked. You got fucking mauled. He got mauled by Khabib because Khabib mauls everybody. You took 2 years off. You fought at 170 against an over-the-hill fighter, and you now get another title.
You fought Floyd Mayweather.
No, that didn't happen in this.
But not in between.
It didn't
there?
count.
No.
So Mayweather was before Khabib?
Hey, sit down and be humble. Okay?
Mayweather was before Khabib?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Conor McGregor took 2 years off, came back, fought an over-the-hill 170-pound fight, and now gets another title. Well, he's saying that he gets the next title shot at 155. It's bullshit. Conor McGregor now has had 3 fights at 150, or if he gets this title shot, it'll be 3 fights at 155, all title shots, has never earned a shot at the title. And he's gonna. I mean, if he gets another shot at Khabib, he's gonna fucking lose miserably. He's gonna be 1-2, and
they're gonna do it. I mean, it's what makes money.
He earned Dana a lot of money.
I'm just saying. The funny thing about the UFC, when the UFC was rising up, their big mantra, Dana White. I was big Dana White fan. He used to come out. We're not boxing guys. We're not gonna make these stupid fights. We're not gonna, We're here to see the best guys fight the best guys. And that's what made the UFC rise up. And the problem with the UFC of the last couple of years is they've really pinpointed on one or two guys. Conor McGregor, for instance, they put all their eggs in one basket. Conor McGregor fights once every 3 years. And don't think if Conor gets blasted, because trust me, Conor wants to fight Jorge's Masvidal next, he will die. Masvidal will fucking murder him. I'm 100% confident.
Sounds like a badass name.
We'll have to wait and see what Mad Lab says, man. I'll let you know.
Conor will likely be an underdog in that
Who
fight.
the fuck is Conor
I don't know.
McGregor?
There's a lot. Like, again, betting lines are based on how the fans fucking bet. And a lot of MMA fans are really stupid. So
but Dunkman is up now because
for instance, the biggest, I literally won a friend of mine $1,900 back when Holly Holm and Ronda Rousey fought. This time Rousey was like 9-0, 10-0. I can't remember exactly. It was just
she was the big shit,
mauling everybody. I'm telling you, MMA is so much about matchups. And Holly Holm, a championship boxer, had like 2 or 3 MMA fights. Or no, she had probably 9 or 10 MMA fights under her belt, but she was like 2-0 in the UFC. Got a shot at Ronda Rousey, and I said, okay, guys, she's a negative 19, or was it plus 9? I don't know how the betting odds work. So Rousey would be a negative 1,900 favorite, right?
Yeah, she was definitely
she was minus
the favorite.
1,900. I said, let's look at these matchups. Ronda Rousey's a judo fighter. In judo, you're trained to go straight ahead at somebody. You're straight because you want to close a distance, you want to grab somebody, you throw them on the ground, and you try to submit them. Boxing is angles. So if I'm a boxer and somebody's coming right at me, that's exactly what I want. So I'm like, Holly Holm's gonna knock this bitch out. I was really confident in it. And I don't bet. I really don't. I don't gamble at all. Hardly ever.
Mama said knock you out.
I do one-off bets. If somebody's like, yeah, I bet you $10 this happens. Speaking of, I got a friend of mine named Craig. He bet me $50 on the Conor Khabib fight. Then after I won, he didn't pay me $50, even though I bet him $100 on the Nate Diaz Conor McGregor fight too. And Conor won the fight. I don't think he won the fight. Won the fight by decision. I paid him his $100, but I never got my $50. So it's the one reason I don't really bet people, just because a lot of people are fucking scumbags and don't.
We really have a terrible, friends when it comes to paying us back.
Oh, horrible! Absolutely horrible. But my point is, don't buy into the Conor McGregor fight. Yes, he looked impressive yesterday, but it's against an over. If this fight happened 5 years ago, I'm not saying that Cowboy would have beaten him, but it would have been a lot more interesting. I mean, I think Cowboy probably would have been 5 years ago because Cowboy was just, as far as combinations. And I thought if Cowboy wins this fight, he's got to survive the first round onslaught because Conor was visibly bigger and never has had a gas tank in his life. So when you gain 10 pounds of muscle, I was like, survive the onslaught. Cowboy got to survive that first round. If he survives that first round, he's got a chance, but he didn't survive the first round.
I mean, I don't know, like I said much about it, but I mean, Conor being at his just normal weight, probably eating how he wants and just working out, that's going to make you better than having to cut all that weight.
You'd think, no.
You know what I mean? Like he's just like, I know like wrestlers, like in high school,
you think
have
natural
to lose
weight
20 pounds, you know what I mean?
A lot of times people when they're
weak and
here's the thing is a lot of times when people are fighting at their natural weight, you're heavier than what you're used to fighting at, so you don't move as fast. 2, when you say you can eat whatever you want, a lot of people take that to heart. They eat whatever they want, so they're not eating healthy and not watching their diet. You still got to watch your diet if you're a professional athlete. A lot of, like self-admittedly, when he fought Diaz the first time, they fought at 170. Conor ate like shit all week.
I'd rather eat what I want and be comfortable than wear a plastic bag and have to lose 20 pounds and spit in a cup all day.
That's probably why you work at Honda and aren't a fighter, though.
This dude wins one night of fighting parlay and thinks he's a fighting expert now.
I mean, I'm just saying, this guy's been doing it his whole life, and I destroyed Matt yesterday.
You did destroy Matt.
Calm down. He's got like one fight over me yesterday.
Hey, Matt's still winning in the rap battle.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Beaver, did you ever wear a thong when you played sports?
Wore a jockstrap.
You did?
Cup. Yeah.
Nice. That's real cute. Packers' Zadarius Smith was wearing a green thong during playoff game versus Seahawks. Did you guys see this? Did you see this? Did you hear about this?
Does it show it?
No.
I'd like to see.
Oh, there it is. That's
not a thong. It's
it looks like he's like
compression
compression short.
Compression.
It's like compression shorts. No, but no, you see that?
Oh, yeah, that's his jock strap.
That's definitely his jock strap. So
that's not a thong. This is.
No wonder. Faux NFL Network. Fuck you. You fucked up. And who's inevitably going to win every week our dick bag of the week? Antonio Brown. This is a true story. Throws bag of dicks like Beaver bought for all of us for Christmas. Was it you that bought the dicks for us? Throws bag of dicks at baby mama in police showdown. So this is great. Another bizarre police.
He probably listened to the show
and probably said,
I was like, oh man, that's hilarious. I like that.
Yeah,
and he went and bought some dicks too.
I mean, why do you have just random bags of dicks laying around your house is what I want to know. I guess I'm gonna guess probably all his former Steelers fucking teammates were like, we gotta send Antonio Brown a bag of dicks because he's a real piece of shit.
Did you watch the whole video of this?
No, I did not. Is it incredible?
It's the wife or mom or whatever she was is there trying to take the Bentley, and she called the cops saying that he gave it to her as a gift and he wouldn't let her get it. And the whole time he's yelling bitch ass N-word at the cops the whole time. And
two white guys.
And all the while his kid is just in the street walking around and like turns around, looks at him, and he goes, I love you, Poppy. And he goes, now go get in the car with the bitch ass cops. And then he goes, she don't drive Bentley, she lives in hotels. Look at her. Like talking to the pigs. And the cops, he keeps saying bitch ass N-word.
Yeah.
And at one point, one of the white cops like getting in his car looks at him and goes, have a good day, sir. Like says it to him.
Speaking of Poppy, did you want to let the dogs out, man?
You know, my first point I'm going to make here is Antonio Brown's also the type of guy that will get on the internet and say that the white cops are oppressive, and
that's what he was saying. That's what he was saying. The white people. Then somewhere in there he was like, and fuck the NFL. Like they had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Lost his
CTE.
Fucking kooky. Yeah, CTE.
How many more years till we get the mind of Antonio Brown?
Yeah, it's coming, dude.
It's not even a murder. He's gonna do something crazy.
He's gonna murder one of his buddies a mile and a half from his house. They're gonna find a half-eaten bag of dicks, like laying next to the body.
Timothy McVeigh. He's gonna blow up. He's gonna blow up the Steelers' fucking like practice facility or something, and guarantee it. So I mean, I'm gonna go and call it. He's my dickwad of the week.
Yeah, I'm with you. He's
for sure.
Moron, dude.
Complete fucking moron. He's lost his shit.
All he's got to do is just stop, dude. And he would be the best receiver in the league.
I can't even remember who it was. A famous sportscaster came out this week and said, you know, we're kind of giving him what he wants. You know, we keep fucking talking about him, and you know, like we're keeping him relevant. We just need to quit talking about him.
We're giving him the don't fuck with cats.
Don't fuck with cats treatment. Like, hey, you know, I want to be like, hey, why didn't you use that same reasoning with LeVar Ball and with the Kardashians? You know, like, why do we keep making stupid people famous?
Because people talk about them.
True, Beaver. Good point. I said this last week. So Eric Fisher last week did the Stone Cold celebration after the Chiefs touchdown. Grabbed this guy's 2 beers. He was double fisting, poured them out. Stone Cold them. Budweiser, Bud Light. Eric Fisher, repaid Chiefs fan whose beer were used in celebration. Now I hope that Eric Fisher gives this guy like $1,000 and not like $22 for the 2 beers.
I hope it
looks like he gave him fucking cases, dude. Is that a picture?
That's bad. Yeah. Wow. Hold on.
Yeah, he gave him a shit ton of beer, dude.
You helped us find the fans who sacrificed their beers for Big Fish 79's epic celebration. We're proud to report that Budweiser and Bud Light have repaid them in full and then some. So this guy's standing here. Of course, he looks like he's got some game-worn jerseys autographed, and probably about.
Scroll down, it'll say how much.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And what may go down as one of the greatest $20 investments in recent memory. 2 Chiefs fans definitely got their money's worth when Budweiser and Bud Light repaid them in cases for a couple of borrowed beers. Last Sunday, to the delight of Chiefs fans everywhere, Chiefs tackle Eric Fisher gave himself a beer shower behind the.
After a touchdown, he celebrated and did the Stone Cold.
Not a beer shower, you little bitch. Came after tight end, and Blake Bell caught up, blah, blah, blah. I ran over there to celebrate with Blake, and I don't know why, but my eyes are just drawn to them. Fisher set up 2 beers. I mean, I feel the same way every time I see 2 beers. Yeah, I got to pick these up. And then I was like, what do I do? You Stone Cold the motherfucker. Stone Cold, the Chiefs tackle said, laughing. After the game, Fisher posted on Twitter that he tracked down those fans, Alex and Troy, and told Chiefs fans he wanted to thank them Big Fish style. I'm not sure what that means. Budweiser also tweeted that they were planning something special for them, and they definitely weren't kidding. So they got like 75 hookers. The Chiefs brought the 2 men to meet Fisher, and the St. Louis-based Anheuser-Busch repaid them for their borrowed beers. So can we see how much they got?
So now they're living in Kansas City, and they got 2 fucking Clydesdales right there in the city.
This is awesome. They also had Fisher's 372 T-shirts made. So that was the time of the game. I assume.
I think it's his number, but yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, if I had to guess.
72.
What's the fucking 3 for then?
like 316, 372, just playing on it.
So if you look at the picture, it doesn't say how much they got, but I'm guessing
50 cases.
Yeah, they get 50 cases apiece. And each got a game-worn autographed jersey. So that's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah,
so
I would love
I'm
that.
going to sit on the front row and just encourage players to take my beer.
Yeah,
hopefully Quentin Nelson will come and do that.
Oh, dude, Q, Q's going to pull something out of his ass next year. I hope.
Hopefully it's a quarterback.
Hopefully it's a new quarterback. Speaking of stupid diva wide receivers, I love this play. Not really. OBJ, after LSU wins a championship, he, of course, is an LSU alum, was handing out cash to the players, real cash. He said it was fake Monopoly money or whatever.
It was real.
Then he smacked a cop on the ass. And
hard.
At first, hard. At first, the cop was going to press charges. Comes out he's not.
So he obviously got paid off.
So he got paid off. He got a call from OBJ saying, hey, probably OBJ's lawyer saying, hey, man, how's $100,000 sound? Hey, you got 3 kids? This will put them all in college. Great. Sign me up. Drop the charges. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, anytime you go to court.
That was a big FU to the NCAA, though.
Fuck you.
It was wonderful.
Stupid. Do you like the idea that players can now get paid off their own personal endeavors? I love it.
They should have been paid a while now.
I love it because we're going to get NCAA football games again on Xbox.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing, too, is like I understand they're getting free college education, and they're definitely being they're taken care of. They're, you think, oh, these guys are. I mean, if you're Joe Burrow, you can literally walk across LSU's campus and just point at a girl that you want to suck your dick next. Let's be honest. You're like, hey, sweetheart, what are you doing later?
Well, you got your cigar and your hat that says Big Dick Joe.
I love that shit too, by the way, man. Classic. Hey, Joe Burrow. Hey, I'm sorry, man. You got to go play for the Bengals for the next.
Crazy.
I seriously think that will be a fine fit.
Who's going to be better in the NFL, Joe Burrow or Trevor Lawrence?
Trevor Lawrence.
Why are you so big on Trevor Lawrence?
He's going to be a monster.
But I think it's funny
how LSU wins the national championship, and all we're talking about is Trump's speech and OBJ just ruining their celebration.
I love college football, but I mean, like, this is one reason I can't get real big into college sports is just because it's not a level playing field like the NFL. Like, it's just not. Just can't. Like, I'm not cute. Of course, I love the University of Miami, but I just, it's just not 11. I mean, it's so predictable. Every year, who's going to win, essentially. I mean, there's upsets, but
really. I thought Alabama was going to win this year.
They weren't even in the 4.
Yeah.
I mean, bottom of the bottom isn't beating top of the top.
But we also know that if Alabama made the 4, they could have easily won the championship. Could have got hot for 2 games and won the championship.
I mean,
college basketball this year is like the exact opposite.
That's what, honestly,
none of the top teams.
I wish the NBA would go to the NCAA model. I wish more than anything. I hate 7-game series. Just surprised because every year in the NBA, the best team wins. It's so predictable. Who's going to win the NBA who's going to win the NBA championship every year, pretty much.
I'm fine with
barring
that.
Injury. No, I want an 8 seed to sneak into the playoffs and get hot and win 5 games and win the championship. I think it's awesome. Like the NFL, the Titans could win the Super Bowl this year. 9-7. They're hot. They've got the formula. I said it.
Football just is a cash cow and makes shit tons of money. They'll never do that in NBA because they want your LeBrons and shit.
Because they're so short term. They're so short sighted. I think the NBA can be like the NFL in a sense. I mean, it's not as violent as the NFL. It's never going to be at that level. But I'm saying they could be more popular. But they do nothing to build the markets of small market franchises. And
there's less players,
and you also don't feel as a Pacers fan I think
did an 04. Thank you, Ron Artest.
Yeah, thanks, Ron. Love you, buddy.
It's less players in the NBA though too. You got to think you have 8-10 people. NFL, you have your monster ass roster, so it kind of makes it where you have to pay. So it keeps teams even. Like, you don't build super teams that way. I think.
Yeah.
Like you can in the NBA.
Because the NBA you just need one guy.
Well, you just go pay all your money to 3 people.
Yeah.
And then just put scrub shooters base, league minimum around them and still stay around your cap. You can't do that in the NFL.
Yeah. I love the Pacers. I hate the NBA. Beaver, are you going to buy an electric Hummer?
Excuse me?
So they're talking about GM.
It's at the fucking truck stop there on Mount Comfort.
Yeah, Mount Comfort. GM. Beaver's got his electric Hummer.
The Hummer is electric.
Would you rather have an electric Hummer or the new Tesla truck?
The new Tesla truck.
For sure. That thing looks like a tank.
It looks like it's
Halo,
old early 2000 video game truck right there.
Yeah, Halo Warhol.
So I'm out on the Hummer truck. I want an old H2 Hummer for sure.
I haven't even seen it.
But I do want to ask you this, Dunk Man. With all your DUI arrests, were you ever this drunk? Drunk driver, this happened locally, by the way. Drunk driver arrested after speeding on I-65 despite missing a tire, police say.
Just got to get home.
That's all that matters,
That's
man.
true. He just got to get home.
Police say an intoxicated man is off the roads this morning thanks to an alert driver. Indiana State Police Sergeant John Perrine said somebody called 911 this morning to report a possibly intoxicated driver. No, the guy that's going 65 or the guy that's speeding on 65 with no tire on his car.
Says he was traveling at a high speed despite missing a tire.
Yeah, just got to get home, man.
Just got to get to the house.
If it's still going, then
do you think he was sober enough? Do you think he was sober enough to realize he didn't have a tire on his car? Or he just thinks, man, the wind's bad, or it's really pulling left today, boys.
Either keep driving it to get it home, or you jump out of it and run, and then call the police and say that your truck got stolen.
I just want to know, was half of his car missing before?
He definitely ran into a wall drunk and lost the tire, like probably around the turn right there on 65.
Okay, you got to tell. Wasn't one of your stories they basically pulled you out of the car? You were so fucked up.
I just fell out and I opened the door.
Like, take me in, boys.
And then I got in the back of the cop car and tried to set the seats on fire with my lighter.
A lot of car stories this week because my favorite that I read this week, because honestly, if I'm GM, I'm going all in on these guys. They're not getting fired. I'm going to make some sort of publicity stunt after this. But 2 General Motors employees were arrested accused of racing Corvettes. So
good for them.
I drive past that Corvette museum actually quite frequently.
It's a badass place.
Yeah.
I've been to it. When I was younger, I went there back in the 80s. No, I went there when I was younger. It was pretty cool. They have a sinkhole exhibit now because do you remember a couple years ago there was a sinkhole that like sucked out half the museum?
Yeah,
it's crazy. So 2 General Motors employees were arrested after police say they raced Corvettes. Alexander Them, 27 of West Bloomfield, Michigan, and Mark Durkatz, 30 of Windsor, Ontario, are both charged with racing a motor vehicle on a public highway, reckless driving, and speeding 26 miles over the speed limit. They weren't even going that fast. So 26 miles over on the interstate.
I've done that.
Oh
racing.
shit!
I've done that on country roads.
I went 26 miles per hour out here on this road by my house. It's 20 miles per hour.
Me and like 3 buddies, we raced down country roads to his house through the country back in the day and pull in the drive, get out laughing. We're probably going 100 miles an hour, passing each other. And the Carthage police pull in right behind us and get out. And he goes, "Andy, get your dad." And they were in they went in like their cop uniforms.
Yeah.
And Terry came walking up, Andy's dad, and he's like, "Tell him what you did. Tell him what you boys were doing." And he tells his dad, and his dad gets pissed off. And the Carthage cop was like, "All right, I think Terry's got this under control. We're gonna go get some lunch." They got back in their cars and left. Didn't give us tickets or nothing.
That's
great. That's a good way to police. Right.
I'm saying if I'm GM, I'm taking these guys, I'm putting them. I'm making some sort of publicity stunt for them because they're just testing out these new fucking cars. These Corvettes are fucking 700 horsepower on the new.
I'll tell you right now, if this podcast blew up and we all got fucking
brand
new Corvettes, we're gonna
die.
be on 70 racing each other.
High on cocaine.
Are we gonna have 3 tires?
Yeah, we're gonna have 3. I will 3 tires.
For sure.
I just gotta get home.
Now we talked about earlier me selling butthole pictures to Stave Australia, but now you can buy a Australia is fucked, and you can be too with this $69 Bushfire donation dildo. I think that would be a great piece for our table for our live show.
It's like a yellow dildo with like a koala bear at the bottom.
Koala bear at the bar,
and the base is
Australia.
It's Australia, yeah, like a green. That's genius.
That's a great dick. Great dick.
Genius.
Beaver, would you shove this in your ass?
I would sit on that for the animals, to help the animals.
Help the animals?
For the koalas.
I mean, it's for a good cause, guys. Come on. You think we could get somebody? Maybe Lindsay Doll come back on our show and fuck herself with Australia dick. We'll have like a.
We'll
have a telethon
money with her.
A telethon. We'll call people live on the show, donate to Australia, watch her live feed on YouTube. This internet model is fucking herself with an Australian dildo. And
the more you can give.
Yeah, I mean, this is the type of world I expect, especially if Cardi B decides she wants to run for politics. Did you see this? She came out this week, and my favorite thing,
she was hanging with Bernie.
Of course, of all
your boy.
No, it's my boy. I hate him.
I was gonna vote for him. Remember, he's legalized.
Yeah, you're a dumb motherfucker.
I knew you were gonna vote for Bernie after Trump went on his little rant.
Did you see she's changing her name to Cardi Bernie?
Yeah, she needs to change her name to retired. Please.
Cardi Bernie, dude.
Retired Bernie. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You'd let her sit on your face.
Oh, for sure I would. I'd fuck the dog shit out of her. I don't want her making fucking decisions for our country, though. Okay, I just went to a real deep web here. off of our next story here. But yeah, Cardi B wants to run for senator. Of course, of all people, Bernie Sanders comes out and endorses her. I mean, that tells you all. If you're a Bernie Sanders supporter after everything that's come out over the last couple of years, well, he's not really, but I wouldn't give him shit. I probably wouldn't hang out with him if he was, but there's no help for you. But our next story involves my note says Pornhub and death. And I typed in Pornhub deaf in Google. First thing it shows up is deaf porn videos. So fuck it. Let's see what's in here.
I'm pretty sure I know what the thing
deaf
is.
Girl moaning. I wonder if she moans with like the deaf accent.
We're going down a wrong fucking wormhole.
Oh, it's called hell. That's where you're going right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at deaf Pornhub videos, and there's just a random black dick just staring at me. That's great.
I kind of want to hear your voice impression of what you exactly.
They've got that muffle because they can't hear what a normal voice sounds like.
That's why I kind of want to hear.
Matt Hamill. There's a UFC fighter named Matt Hamill who fought like that, and everybody thought he was like autistic and he just was deaf. Like,
I've showed you the video with the guy banging the girl, and she's like, "Call me a dirty girl, call me a dirty girl," and he's not doing nothing. And she's like, "Oh wait," and she leans up, and there's a guy in the corner, and she's like, "Call me a dirty girl," and he turns around, and the guy signs to her, and then he turns back around and goes, "You're a dirty girl." You've never seen that?
No, I need to.
I have.
But the story I wanted to bring up is Pornhub was sued this week because there's not enough closed captioning on Pornhub videos. And
I hope the guy wins.
am gonna be all in on this, by the way.
I hate subtitles in porn videos, or on any video, because I pay more attention to the words than I do the actual video.
No, when you're in the bathroom at your house and you have kids and a wife,
like, you gotta get some fucking AirPods, bud.
Well, I do, but sometimes you don't always have them on you, dude. And maybe out in public in the streets,
you just gotta hold that video real close.
You know what I mean?
Ear.
So I want to be able to turn it down,
bro,
and read subtitles. I have to have a story.
I got the plate for you. You cup your hand and you gotta aim that shit towards you.
Yeah,
That's the play.
I just can't do that.
So you go no sound.
Yeah,
it takes you at least 10 minutes longer to jerk off with no sound.
But if I had something to read, like build the story
up. Yeah, because what you're hearing in the background is your wife screaming at your kids. What's your daughter's name?
I would rather not say on the show.
I was just picturing your wife yelling at your daughter, like, "Hey, take the fucking dishes out of the." You're sitting there trying to spank one out. That's what's happening there at the
almost finished.
Because you could do AirPods and then have them in, and that shit turned up, and somebody just beating on the door, and you don't hear them. Then what are you gonna say?
Beating on the door while you're beating your meat.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Two other big stories I want to bring up this week. One, maybe you can tell about this. So Knightstown is applying for a makeover, like a reality TV show. Now, how do they clear all the meth out of Knightstown? What's the play there?
Get Oprah in.
There's no way in hell that they win that thing. It's some like restaurant owner there on Main Street. He's just
they want to redo Main Street.
It's some reality TV show. Build your hometown. I forget what, and had to have like a minimum of so many people and all this stuff. And he's trying to apply to it, and he's went to all the news people to try to make a buzz around it to try to get picked.
Well, you know how. Sorry to kind of cut your story off here, but I think that's incredible. I would love to see Knightstown featured on a reality TV show.
You should apply with Morristown.
Morristown? Yeah, great. Redo Morristown.
Yeah. Maybe get
just
that
like statue. I think it'd be a great place here to put a big statue of Matt Wharton. That'd be great. Right here at the entrance. I think that's one of my life goals. I want Morristown to award me with the key to the city. I think this would be fucking hilarious. I think maybe we should make a video of that, of us receiving the key to the city. But it's got to be like Gwenville. It's got to be something real shitty. Like Carthage, I think would be perfect. We get the key to Carthage.
I could maybe set that up.
Oh, it'd be great.
You should be the mayor of Carthage.
Well, I talk all the time. In 2020, you can identify with whatever the fuck you want. You can do whatever the fuck you want. And I always talk about this thing. It's called, you're setting a bad precedence. And let me go ahead and give you an example of a bad precedence. Slippery slope. 45-year-old kiddie porn enthusiast who identifies as an 8-year-old girl is sent to prison for men. So this guy basically says he identifies as an 8-year-old girl which essentially means his kiddie porn habits are okay now.
Wow.
That's prime 2020. I take back. This is my dickwad of the week, guys. This is my dickwad.
He won't be alive much longer.
Not only is this guy my dickwad of the week, but anybody who supports this type of thanking, which I don't think there's much thanking involved, you're my dickwad of the week. Congratulations.
Yeah, he's getting killed.
Oh, he's getting murdered within a week in prison. Yeah. It's going to be great. So, yeah, I'm not even going to read the story because it's fucking disgusting. Dude have a bunch of kiddie porn on his computer. Claims he's an 8-year-old girl. This guy looks like every town's favorite alcoholic, though. Would you agree?
Yeah, he definitely rides a bicycle.
definitely rides a moped around town.
Like an 8-year-old girl.
Got the van.
Yeah. Beaver, you probably live around people like this because you kind of live in the methed out apartment complexes there in Shelbyville.
I actually did have a police officer stop me on my way to my truck early morning. I want to say it was Tuesday, asking if I had seen a Latino man walking around. And I was like,
yeah, there's about 300 that live in this.
He said, yeah, he's in my bed.
Speaking of Latino women, every time I pull up to Beaver's house, and Mexicans have their own culture, but they love in summer. They love to hang outside, just love to chill outside, and just
Oh, those grills are firing up.
Yeah, grills are firing up, and me being me, I'm always super friendly and polite to them when I pull up to either pick up Beaver or Rob. I roll down my window, scream, very enthusiastic. Hello, good morning. Never say hi back. Maybe they don't understand what I'm saying, but
gay.
Jeez.
Gay?
They need subtitles, dude.
I need some subtitles so I could fucking read them. Yeah. Be deaf on Pornhub. This chick's kind of hot. All right.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, 10 years ago, pre-meth, yeah. We got to do a pre and post meth fucking hot or not here.
I'd bail the other one before her.
So, Dunkman, do you have a dickwad of the week?
Yeah, it's definitely AB.
AB every week for the rest of eternity.
I was going to pick the people who actually paid for the Conor McGregor fight.
Yeah, I would agree there. Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, who pay for UFC fights in general anymore? I have not paid for one in 5 years. I'd pirate the shit out of them.
I think I paid for the McGregor Mayweather thing.
I mean,
before I had my illegal cable.
It really pisses me off because pay-per-view is such an archaic fucking idea. UFC needs to go full WWE, $20 a month. $20 a month. You get every previous fight and you get every fucking live fight. It'd be huge.
Now you can't even do.
But instead you bank on having one huge pay-per-view a year.
You can't even get the pay-per-view on your fucking cable anymore. You have to pay for ESPN Plus and then buy the pay-per-view from ESPN
Which is awesome. I didn't even mention this, but Friday, I forgot to mention this because I sent you guys all a snap, but Friday I went to this new bar in Shelbyville and I noticed that they were Chromecasting in their bar. Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna take over this motherfucker. So I started Chromecasting our podcast live in the bar. Had our podcast live, just playing in the bar.
Some random drunk was singing Tracy Lawrence.
Yeah, random drunk up there on stage singing Tracy Lawrence.
How Inappropriate is on.
Beaver, put those panties on your head too. But yeah, so not only did that happen, but the bar owner completely technologically unadvanced, like had no idea what was going on. He's like, how do I get the UFC fights now? And I was thinking, I was like, I think, if you own a bar, you own an establishment, you have to have like a rep and you have to call your DirecTV rep because it's the way you pay is a little different if you own an establishment. He's like, no, I just use my home system here. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well,
ESPN Plus.
I was like, give me your phone. I downloaded ESPN Plus for him, showed him how to get the fights on his phone. I was like, well, it's going to cost you $5 a month and you got to pay $60 for the fights tomorrow. Like I had to completely describe how to get them on there. And I got free drinks that night. How about that? Look at that. Help
in front of you with a pair of your panties around.
I'd probably say, Rob, get away from me. Rob, go to bed.
Rob would say, hold on. And he put his Luigi mask on. Yeah. All right, let's do this. Did you bring me his butthole in here?
We need to get Rob on the show just for shits and giggles.
We did.
We've given Rob so much shit.
He needs to come on.
He needs to come on and stand up for himself.
Yeah, we need to let it happen.
I'm going to text him after the show and let him know. Every week we end the show with our best segment, a Florida man. It's a Florida woman this week, by the way. And essentially what I do is I go to Google, I type in a Florida man live on the show, and whatever pops up, we read about, and it never disappoints. And this week we're 100 for 100 now. A Florida woman tried to build a bomb inside a Walmart using items she didn't pay for, police said. How do you can you build a bomb just out of shit you can get at Walmart?
Probably like a Works bomb.
Yeah, I think so. Works, or you could probably get gunpowder. They still sell ammo at Walmart.
I
Piping.
would almost guarantee that she was trying to do is a Works bomb.
Let's find out here. Florida woman's facing charges after she went to Walmart in Tampa, got items from the shelves, and started making an explosive device inside the store. So what's her problem with Walmart? That's what I want to know. Then the woman, Emily Stollard, 37, tried to detonate it in the store Saturday. The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office said in a statement Tuesday. Security guard with Walmart noticed the woman roaming the aisles of the store and randomly picking out Drano and picked out Diet Coke and Mentos. And she was opening unpaid items. The items include flammable materials, projectiles, and matches, the sheriff's office said. The security guard called the sheriff's office and also known an off-duty Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation officer who was in the store at the time. The officer and the security guard stopped her just before she lit a wick and detained her. Deputies arrived. So if you're in Walmart and you see a chick trying to build a pipe bomb, what's your play, Beaver?
Ask her, are you free tonight?
I'm doing what I did when I was 16. One of the most ashamed I've ever been. We used to go to Walmart. I mean, that was the play when you're young. There's nowhere to fucking hang out when you're 16. You can't go anywhere and party. So you go to Walmart, you go to the mall, you just fucking dick around. So of course, me being the asshole I once grabbed a football. I threw it at Clay Tucker as hard as I could. Clay missed the ball, and I pelted a 60-year-old woman in the face with a football.
Damn.
And I just fucking ran. I felt so horrible.
Dunk Man's trying to play his best right now, by the way.
So I'm saying that
yeah, this show's going a little too long.
We're barely over an hour right now.
Fucking with you.
So my play would be I'm grabbing a football and I'm pelting this bitch with a football. So Beaver, you're probably going to ask her out on a date. Dunkman, what are you doing with a woman trying to build a pipe bomb in Walmart?
I'm probably going to call the law. Save some people.
Yeah, right. You're probably gonna try to fuck her.
He's gonna ask, "How do you feel about bloody assholes?"
Yeah, like, hey man, can we talk about So I can't stress this enough. If you see something, say something. You don't have to tackle a bad guy to be a hero. Yes, you do. I seriously every day go over scenarios in my head. If I'm on a plane, I see a terrorist, I'm grabbing my laptop out of my back and I'm beating the fuck out of him with my laptop. Like, I always think of these scenarios in my head.
Do you have insurance?
I don't care. On my laptop?
Yeah.
It's a $300 laptop. I'll buy another one.
I mean, what if you're low on funds at that point?
I'm getting a medal of freedom from the President Trump, Beaver. That's what I'm going for here.
You can't find anything other than your laptop?
No. I mean, I'm just thinking it's practical. What's near that I can kill a terrorist with?
No throwing stars?
I don't have throwing stars in my bag. I'm not going to let them on the plane, unfortunately.
I was hopeful you'd have throwing stars.
Maybe Beaver. Speaking of asking idiot. Okay. Jesus Christ. Thank you guys so much for listening to Highly Inappropriate. We'll be back next week. Closing the show. Who's your picks today, Beaver?
Gonna go Chiefs, 49ers.
Chiefs, Niners. Who's winning the Super Bowl?
We're gonna go with the big Niner.
The Niners.
Yep.
Getting their 6th Super Bowl win. Chris Dunkman.
Everything he just said.
You saying the same thing?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
think
thinking.
if it's Chiefs, Niners, something tells me I'll be cheering for the Chiefs hard. I want Andy Reid to get a Super Bowl. I think.
If it's Chiefs Niners, you got to think that they're gonna pump it up, best offense versus best defense. Everybody's gonna fucking vote for the offense and put money on it.
Oh, I love Rob. Rob's listening live, by the way. Just text me, and this is a question. Ask an idiot question. Ask an idiot question for Beaver. Would Beaver break his PlayStation over a terrorist to save a plane of terrorists?
America's gonna suffer.
Beaver's gonna be having he won't even know what's happening. His virtual reality mask on, blaring fucking Britney Spears and just in his own world. So Rob, there you got your answer. That's a big negative. Beaver's not saving the planet. He's gonna let the terrorists do their thing. So
the terrorists win.
I can't wait till the Secret Service shows up at your door this week. That's gonna be great. I am gonna go. I just feel like the Titans are a team of destiny. That being said, I mean, like when I say I'm picking the Titans, I think the Chiefs should win. The Chiefs should win the game. Honestly, the Chiefs should win the game.
Who you think will win, not who you want to win.
It's not. I mean, who I think will. I think the Titans are going to win. I think the team of destiny.
Think that they're going to win it all.
Yeah, I think the Titans are going to win it.
They have the blueprint. Like
they have the
Colts,
blueprint.
Get on FanDuel, throw $10 on it. Probably pay you about 80 or 90.
You think?
Yeah,
to win both.
For sure.
Can you bet on both games like that?
Yeah,
like I said, I'm
sure.
completely retarded when it comes to betting.
You can definitely
you
bet like
anything,
that.
dude.
Yep. Can I bet how much
bet right now,
I get
like
next
a
month?
future bet that they win the Super Bowl? Like you
Really?
can put it in right now.
A future bet,
and I guarantee you they're probably. No, I bet the Packers might have worse odds. I
could
know.
throw.
I bet it is
Titans.
Titans.
Have the
Yeah,
worst.
I bet it's Titans.
I'm just saying. I told you this 3 weeks ago when they played the Patriots. I said, great running game, great defense, great head coach.
Yeah,
they could win the Super Bowl.
It's like a lot of people are saying like today is the old school versus the new school style of play. Like that smash mouth,
old school's gonna win.
Run, and then you got your new school.
That being said,
receiver.
If the Chiefs win, I don't want people blow me up and say, "I told you so." I'm like, the Chiefs should win the game.
But bro, when the Chiefs when they figure you out, it's just fireworks, dude. They can.
By the way,
they find one little.
There's
thing.
nobody I'd rather have than Mahomes at this point.
I just want to mention this.
Him and Russell were my two, and I would take him probably.
I'd say Russell. My two. I think the two best quarterbacks in the league right now are Mahomes and Russell.
I agree.
And I would take him over Lamar Jackson and all of them.
Yeah.
I would
Lamar
take him
got found out
over. Yeah, like I said, it would happen.
We'll see. But I think he did too. But yeah, I think John Harbaugh. I mean, they'll sprinkle some new shit in.
Yeah, of course, but I don't think he's ever going to be.
If he keeps like getting better as a passer, like he's gotten better every year. If he somehow gets better,
he's not a quarterback,
but he's gotten better every year with passing. I think if he somehow got to where he's an accurate passer, he'd be unstoppable.
Think of RG3.
I'm just saying, if he works as hard 2 or 3 more years, he's going to be as good as you at throwing the ball. I think.
Yeah. Which is pretty good.
Yeah.
We got a champion.
About as much as I throw this.
I'm going Titans, Niners. Titans win the Super Bowl. I think the NFL is salivating over the chance that we have a Mahomes Rodgers shoot off in the playoffs. I think they're salivating at the chance of that happening. But I think it's going to be a boring Titans, Niners, low scoring. Neither team scores 20 points. Super Bowl like last year was what 13-7.
Yeah, it was really low scoring.
If you're going to raise your hand, fucking talk, okay?
Quick question. Do you think Vrabel should cut off his manhood like he said he would?
I mean, that's a strong play.
He said he would.
Honestly,
to win a Super Bowl.
Vrabel, former Patriot, Bill Belichick, protege. It's really hard for me to hate this guy because he's a very likable person.
When they won last week, somebody posted that Key and Peele where he's standing there with the sweat running down his face.
Yeah,
and it said Mike Vrabel's dick.
They were sweating.
I have said that I thought Gronk would be your favorite player if he wasn't a Patriot.
Probably, but
I think he would.
I mean, I don't know, man, because I just can't really get into the I'm 30 and still a frat boy kind of attitude. But I hang out with
you like me. So. Yeah, that's me.
Well, that's enough for today. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes. If you're an Android phone user, get a fucking iPhone. But in the meantime, you can listen on SoundCloud as well. Oh, goddamn, easy, Rob, with the Aaron Rodgers. We've already talked about.
We told him
fandom.
We told him to name 5 Packers, and he wrote Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers.
5 times. Good job. Let's give it up for Rob. All right, so make sure you, if you have an Android phone, you can follow along or listen on SoundCloud as well as iHeartRadio. I'm eventually going to get Spotify figured out. I'm just, just lazy.
And I'll eventually figure it out.
You've been saying that for about 3 months.
3 months now. Give me 4. Give me 4 more months. I'll have it figured out. It literally is a phone call. I just got to figure out what I need to do. I just haven't made that phone call. I'll fix it. Siri, remind me Tuesday to call Spotify.
Okay, your reminder is set for Tuesday.
We're going to be on Spotify soon, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Also, make sure you like the video on YouTube. Share the video with all your friends, your enemies, people you like, people you don't like, people you've had sex with.
Our videos have subtitles on YouTube, by the way.
We can get subtitles for our videos?
They have it already.
That's a
YouTube is like making sure that
they're good with the deaf community.
Yeah, they're good with them.
You know what's gonna happen if I'm watching a porn video and I just randomly click subtitles, I'm gonna lose my erection because I'm only gonna be concentrated on which is the random moaning. It's like you just see random like how are they gonna spell it?
So you can't read eroticas. You can't do that at all.
Do you read erotica porn?
I'm asking you.
No, I'm not gonna jerk off reading 50 Shades of Grey. If I'm reading 50 Shades of Grey and I read something that turns me on, I'm going to pull up Pornhub and watch a stepsister fuck her stepbrother,
I like reading Dear Penthouse letters.
I bet you do.
Those are fun. Penthouse.
Also, we're no longer on Facebook. Fuck Facebook. We got to announce a concert winner, a contest winner. We'll do that later today because I have not sent all the responses to you guys. But we had a contest. You had to email Mike Zuckerberg, tell him why highly inappropriate.
Mark Zuckerberg.
What did I say, Mike?
Yeah.
Oops.
You were thinking about him.
Yeah. Sorry, Mike Britt. Yeah. I was, you had to email Mark Zuckerberg, zuck@fb.com, and send us your response to him on why highly inappropriate should not be blocked. We got several responses. We're going to name a winner later today. But in the meantime, make sure you follow us on Twitter and on Instagram at /highly inappropriate podcast. No S there, by the way. But thank you guys so much for listening. We'll be back next week. We're going to go and head off. This is a cover made by a local band, Haste the Day. And the song is called Long Way Down. You'll recognize it. Big 90s song fan, but let's go.